Catching a player right before their price rises feels like free money. Get the timing wrong, and it can cost you a lot more than the £0.1 million you were chasing. Here's how it actually works. Prices move daily based on how many managers are buying or selling a player. Enough net buying and the price rises, enough net selling and it falls. There's no official confirmation of the exact size of each step, but the game's own sell price rounding is built around £0.1 million units, which is why that's the number everyone talks about. Building team value over a season genuinely gives you more flexibility later. More budget for a premium upgrade, a stronger bench, but that flexibility only matters if the player was worth owning in the first place. Price should never be the reason you make the transfer. Here's what a genuinely patient buy looks like. Casemiro at Manchester United finished the season with 165 points, 9 goals, 4 assists, 9 clean sheets from a defensive midfielder at just 5.5 million. And here's the part that matters. Only 3.8% of managers owned him. Almost nobody noticed. His price still rose up to 5.8 million by the end of the season. But the real win wasn't the £0.3 million. It was that anyone who spotted him early kept every single one of those 165 points to themselves in a squad slot most of the league had filled with someone else. Now here's how you actually spot a player like that before the crowd does. Don't just watch who everyone else is buying. Watch the underlying numbers. Truffert at Bournemouth generated a creativity rating of 574 last season. Genuinely elite output, the kind of number you'd expect from an attacking midfielder, not a defender. He delivered 6 assists and 11 clean sheets at £4,500,000 and finished with 165 points, selected by just 5.3% of managers. The stats were there the entire season in plain sight for anyone who looked past ownership numbers and actually checked what the underlying data was saying. Now, here's the version that goes wrong. Reinders arrived at Manchester City and was bought by 3.5 million managers, one of the biggest mass transfers of the entire season. He finished with just 92 points and his price actually fell, down £500,000, as even more managers sold him off than had bought him in the first place. That's the trap. A price rise driven purely by hype and transfer volume isn't the same as a price rise driven by genuine performance. If everyone's buying a player and you don't know why beyond everyone's buying him, that's exactly the moment to stop and check the actual numbers before you follow the crowd. Before any early transfer, ask yourself one question. Would I still want this player if their price wasn't about to change at all? If the honest answer is yes, because the underlying stats are strong, the fixtures are good, the minutes are secure, then a price rise is a nice bonus on top of a good decision. If the only reason you're buying is the price itself, you're gambling 4 points or more on £500,000 of team value, and that's rarely a trade worth making. Don't ask who's about to rise tonight. Ask if you'd still want them if their price never moved at all. Follow this series on FPL360.com. Links in the comments.